am Mariko Izumi. I am a professor of communication in the department.
I'm Dr. Tiffany McBride. I am an assistant professor of strategic communications and public relations.
My name is Adam Bova, and I am a professor at Columbus State University.
I did not plan to. I came to the United States for graduate school to study communication. Before that, I actually studied law. I never planned, but the faculty advisors have encouraged me to consider staying in higher ed, so that's what I did.
When I graduated from Columbus State University, I was able to go into teaching high school English as a long-term substitute teacher. And after about 1.5 years of doing that, I just knew I was going to get into corporate America and be a corporate communications trainer. And that didn't happen, as a lot of times we have a lot of big dreams, and those dreams don't always come to fruition right away. From that, I started working in different for-profit education sectors. And I found through working in career development and in working in admissions and financial aid that once I got my master's degree, I started becoming what is called an adjunct instructor. And from there, I was able to become a part-time lecturer. And from getting my PhD, I was able to come back to Columbus State University. That's how I ended up as an assistant professor. So it's been about a 15 to 16-year journey.
I kind of knew that I wanted to teach really my senior year of college. One of the things that really attracted me to film production and to doing these kind of projects is the sense of community, the sense of working together on a project and seeing that project come to fruition. And I realized that I wanted to help students be able to reach their goals and reach their dreams.
I'm a product of Columbus State University. I graduated from the Department of Communications. I love this institution. I love the university. I love that we are embedded in our community, and being able to come back almost 20 plus years after to teach in the same department that I was able to glean from, you can't beat that.
I love the mission. Columbus State was built with the hope to build a middle-class in this region, Chattahoochee region, to provide educational access to students who often college is not a place they imagine to be a part of. So we offer access to students in a way to give them a chance to move economically. If education can change anything systematically, and then I want to be a part of it. That's why I decided to come to Columbus State.
First, we're a small program. Our faculty to student ratio is really beneficial. It allows us to interact with students on a more one-on-one level and a little bit more deeply than what you would find at larger institutions. The other reason why I'm passionate about teaching at CSU is we do not teach film production in a traditional sense. We're something unique, we're something different. We give you some of the theory, we give you some of the actual hands-on production, but then we also give you the tools and skills that you can churn into a job on your own right as you walk across that stage. Last reason I'm passionate about CSU is because of our student body. I love coming and working at CSU because we have a minority and a diverse student body. As a college professor, the workload can be kind of intense. I give you guys a writing assignment in one of my classes, and there are 25 to 30 students in that class. That's 25 to 30 research papers I then have to read. And that's just one class. I'm then teaching 3 other classes for a total of 4. So when you start kind of looking at that across all of the classes, like, during the week, most of my time is just spent with grading.
I do not imagine any different from other industries. I have worked in IT. I also worked in a television station. I do not think it's more or less, but I do think the difference is that I think as a faculty, we have a little bit more control in how the workload can be distributed throughout the day or throughout the week.
So as a college professor, you're required to, of course, teach courses. We usually have 4 to 5 courses every semester. So with those courses, you have to do course preparation. You have to come up with a syllabus, making sure that you have assignments that are relevant to the learning outcomes for students. So course prep is one part of it. In addition to that, for our junior and senior students, we actually are faculty advisors. We also serve on departmental committees and university committees. It is a full-time job, so even if you say, well, my professor only teaches a few days a week, we are working nonstop.
I like to have a rule to draw boundaries. So once I'm at home, I do not check my email until after dinner. I have those definitions in me to draw boundaries to protect the time that is important to me. I wake up early to get the work done before my son wakes up. And then when he wakes up, I'm fully with him. I anchor myself in what's most important in my life. Why am I working for?
One of the hardest things for me to learn was email. And the first couple of years that I was teaching, I felt compelled to respond as soon as I saw an email come in. Limiters on that is stuff still comes through to my phone. I still get the little preview blurb of what you guys send me an email. And if it seems like something you need a quick response on, I'll go ahead and respond right then. That small little thing has helped a whole lot with the work-life balance. I used to just kind of grade throughout the entire week. And I would be grading every single day of the week. I've stopped doing that on Sundays. No longer grading on Sunday has significantly helped with kind of my work-life balance. That's
always a work in progress. So I like to remind people that, there's no perfect formula for work-life balance. You have to find the time and make the time, and just how we prioritize grading and making sure that our students are well taken care of. I can't be the best professor that I can be if I haven't taken care of myself. A few things that I do as far as hobbies to kind of relax. I like watching cartoons, and I know that may sound really trivial, but I love watching a good cartoon. I spend time working in the community, going to favorite coffee shops locally, and hanging out with my husband. There's something that I'm still working on, my work-life balance. I haven't set boundaries quite good yet. It's something that you have to work on daily, and you have to just give yourself grace. Be kind to yourself, and make sure that you are prioritizing your health so that you can be the best you can be. Nothing is more rewarding than being able to see a student grow from their sophomore, junior year to now working in their professions. And for those students to come back and let me know that, hey, a class that you taught helped get me to my next level. Those are the positive things, seeing how the teaching that we do is transferred to real life application.
I think the positive is helping students. Watching students discover a talent that they didn't know that they had, watching students complete assignments and projects and really get excited for what they're working on, or having conversations with students in my office about production or media literacy. Those are a lot of the positives, is kind of that intellectual and creative environment and watching people work through and succeed in that.
I appreciate the privilege to be part of someone else's growth. That's one of the biggest enjoyment, and I truly appreciate the privilege. That's one of the positives.
The grading. I always say the grading, even in the classes where you have the least amount of assignments, it is a lot of grading. It's a lot of late nights, early mornings, responding to emails. I would say there, of course, the positives outweigh the negatives any day.
I think currently higher ed is imagined as a trade school, right? You get this degree, so you get this job. But the world is bigger than that. Important part, shaping your character, how you show up as a human being. That part is often suppressed in favor of being able to find a job.
When students get caught up in other areas of their life and their work starts suffering.
I really appreciate the different values and perspectives they bring. I learned a lot from them.
I'm constantly learning from students. I have had some very interesting, kind of thought-provoking conversations with students before. That's one of the things that I do enjoy about teaching.
Students have made a huge impact on me. Students will come back to tell me, Dr. McBride, I know I gave you a hard time in my public speaking class, but now I'm able to give presentations at my job now and I'm not as fearful. That has the most lasting impact. I would probably have an assistant to grade. But yeah, and I would try to make the process for students getting into college and taking courses as seamless as possible, making sure that students do not have any type of barriers to be able to learn efficiently and effectively.
I mean, the first thing that pops into my mind would be is if there was just a button I could push and all of the grading was done automatically for me, because it is so time consuming. But at the same time, it's like, but I kind of like watching your guys' content. I like reading your guys' papers. Like, I wouldn't want to miss out on that.
I think I'm very privileged in my job, and I don't have anything I want to change. Yeah.
If you're thinking about becoming a professor or working in any capacity in higher education, definitely take every opportunity with a leap of faith and don't negate the small beginnings because they could end up being something really big in the future.